The Tweed Valley, located right on the border with Queensland, has a diverse mix of rich agriculture, including sugarcane, cattle, bananas and small crops, as well as a thriving fishing industry. Rural and coastal villages with their golden sandy beaches, along with rainforests and national parks and pristine waterways, are a strong attraction to the thousands of tourists that visit this part of the world each year. Let's start our tour at the heritage-listed village of Yukai, located about 15 minutes drive from Murwillumbah. It is the gateway to the valley's national parks and rainforest. One theory is that Yukai got its name from the finest cedar timbers marked UK1 for export to the United Kingdom during the late 1850s, as the land gave way to sawmilling and the dairy industry. Today, the village is renowned for its arts and crafts and markets, as well as food and sporting activities. News soon spread in February 2013 that their favourite waterhole, the Mount Warning Hotel, had burnt to the ground. Not to be beaten, the hotel was soon replaced with a bigger and grander building. The village of Talgum, located on the other side of the mountain to Yukai, holds its roots in much the same way as Yukai, with its timber industry and making way to beef and dairy as well as bananas. Today the village is renowned for its craft galleries, coffee shops and cottage industries, along with its community hall, which is home to their annual music festival. Artists travel from around the world to perform at this venue, which has special acoustic qualities. From Talgum, take the picturesque drive for 20 minutes through the countryside to the village of Chillingham. You will pass by the plunging waters of Jackson Creek, but these are mostly obscured by vegetation. Once at Chillingham, check out the old store for food or drinks under the shade of the trees, along with the old butcher shop gallery and fresh fruit from the bush tucker stall. You might be lucky to catch Milton the music maestro and have a tinkle on the ivories. The village of Tumbulgum is located on the banks of what is the junction of the Tweed and Rouse rivers. In fact, it was originally named the Junction and was the site of the first European settlement and shipping port on the Tweed. Its name was changed to Tumbulgum, that is meeting of the waters, in 1866. This heritage listed town is now home to a number of cafes, restaurants, galleries and hotels, and popular for fishing and boating. The River Festival came to Tumbulgum in 2016 to celebrate 150 years of European settlement at the village. The road was closed to traffic, allowing people to spill out onto the road and foreshore for a night of celebration with live performers, culminating in a lantern parade and laser show. This was a night not to be missed. Coogin Village, with its recognisable feature being its avenue of Norfolk Island pine towering over the village, is located on the hills at the back of the beachside village of Kingscliff. This avenue of pine was planted in honour of those local men who lost their lives during the Great War of 1918 and is a reminder of those lives lost in all wars since. Coogin has a rich volcanic soil and has been home to sugarcane and small crops for close on 140 years. The villages of Mobile, Barringbar and Stoker Siding, all located on the southern end of the Shire, have all had a checkered history. Each originally were agricultural villages with banana and dairy industries and having railway sidings and a highway passing through. But with the changing demographics of agriculture, along with the closing of the railway to Mooloolaba in early 2000, followed by the highway bypassing the village in 2005, it has been a challenge to attract tourism into the area. However, they have fought back and are now attracting tourists with cafes, galleries, craft shops and the like. Make a point of picking up a tourist map from the information centres in either Mooloolaba or Tweed Heads and make a day of it in these lovely areas. A few kilometres beyond the village of Yukai, take the Doon Road to Clary Hall Dam and Crams Farm. The dam is the main water supply for Tweed Shire, while its surrounds have been transformed into lovely picnic grounds with barbecue and toilet facilities. Bring your own supplies and enjoy a day overlooking the dam. Unpowered watercraft are welcome on the water. In season, the water lilies are a delight. Let's now take a look at the rural aspect of the valley. Sugar cane is now the predominant industry, but both dairy and beef cattle, along with fruit, avocados and small crops, also play a large part of the prosperity of the area. After the cedar getters had removed the forest timbers, and with the land being opened up for selection from the late 1860s, the valley was being cleared for agriculture. Along with other crops, experiments were being carried out with the growing of sugarcane. A number of small mills, including one at Coogin, were established to process the cane. Coogin became a major cane growing area because it was out of the floodplain. The Colonial Sugar Refinery moved into the area in the late 1870s and bought up large tracts of land and established a mill on the river at its present site at Condong. CSR allocated parcels of land to farmers to grow cane to supply their mill. In the early times, cane was transported to the mill by barges working on the river. Later, tram lines were laid through the farms to move the cane. More recently, road transport is now being used to bring the cane to the mill. Back in the early times, it was all manual labour, where gangs of workers with their cane knives would cut the cane, then physically load it onto the wagons to transport to the wharves. We have now progressed to mechanical harvesters, which can cut large parcels of cane in a day. Prior to the harvest, some plantations are burned to reduce the amount of trash, that is dead leaf matter, in the cane. The harvest normally runs from about June to the end of November. Once the harvest has been complete, the farmer then burns the remaining trash that is lying in the field before preparing his field for the next year's crop. Take the time to visit a tourist information centre at either Mooloolaba or Tweed Heads and get armed with all the information you need to travel into this great valley and explore all of those hidden gems that we have to offer. You will not be disappointed with what you will find. I trust that you have enjoyed your journey with me through the valley and join me on my next part of Tweed Valley in Focus.